Hello guys, welcome to my workbench again. This is part 3 of the Taurus transceiver. I built the amplifier, microphone amplifier, so I'm now in the process of mounting some cables. So I will do that now, so get that one on in its place. Hold on. And I have to get some cables in and cables out. So the next one I have to put in is this one here. I'll turn the camera a bit. Hold on. Let's turn the camera a bit. So that's it. I'll refocus that. Okay. You see that little grey cable here? That has to go in the place of this red one here, what's down here. That one here. He has to come out, so I'm going to get that one out. There he comes. I guess he's loose. So there's the microphone connection down here. So what I'm going to do now is push this one away. Put them to the side. I'll pull them out later on. So I'm going to do this one here. Strip this one. Oops, that was wrong. That's not how you should do it. I have to cut it off again. You have to be careful, we're going to cut through it. It's still long enough. Let's try it again, carefully. Well, come on then. Don't be so difficult. There he comes. There's a cable. There you go. Get that. Get this all off. Make sure we have no shorts. I think my magnifying glass, my eyesight is not that good. So I got everything. So I'm making sure. Come on then. Twist this together. So there you go. Checking again, just making sure. That's fine. Just pre-solder that. Come on then. I'm making some noise this morning, so you have to excuse that. There you go. I get this slipped and soldered. There you go. Now, first pick the ground connection in, of course. Get hold of them. And put them down here. Come on then. That's good. Just hold to it for a minute, it cools down a bit, otherwise the isolation is going to be compromised. That was bad soldering. This one is loose again. So let's do it again. Get a bit more. Try that again. Well, it's not loose completely, but now again it doesn't flow properly, and then you have a bad connection. There we go. Let's turn this around. There you go then. That way, mate. Okay. Let's pull this down. And get them on there. Okay. Nah, same thing, eh? Doesn't flow properly. The excess off. I'll try that again. There we go. He's on. Brilliant. So what I will do next is get myself a valve to hold that down here. This keeps nicely. No wires floating around, I don't like that. Tighten it up. There we go. So if you pull on that wire, you can't pull the connection loose. You pull it a bit hard and it will break off and will come away. So it's not possible now. So what I'm going to do next is have a look what you can see. You can see the front. Anyway, we'll get the front off, and then we get this part on. I'll try to show you. Let's have a look what you can see. This is the grey bar here, and you have here the plus has to come here, and we connect that up to the microphone connection. So that should be it. We'll shut the camera down for a moment, and I will do that off camera, and then it's the hour of truth, as it were. Okay, so I shut the camera down, and we come back and see you in a minute. Okay guys, so I'll get those knobs off. Ah, come on, that's one. The knobs are off. Just get that switch also loose. That bar should, and this one's better. There we go. Get that off as well. Hey. There we go. I'll get those little screws out. And we pull that forward a bit and turn over. I think that's the best thing to do. On to go. The connection here has to come off. Otherwise, we won't be able to get that off the front panel away from it. So, let's see on the meter. There's a connection. Was. Okay, hier is I loosened it already, so turn them over. There we go. Now then, get this out. There we go. This is our connection has to go. There we go. This wet one has to go. So we'll feed that through here. Let's have a look how far we have to go. I think it should be okay. So let's prepare this first. See if it is in focus, if you can see it. Yeah, I can lift them up a bit. Okay. So, there we go. Let's get this off again. Be careful. Doesn't cut that well. Come on then. There it is. Okay, so get all the wires off. That's a funny cable, this. It sticks together. It's really sticking to the other insulation. I've never had that before. I know that's almost making sure you have every little wire away from the other part. A magnifying glass, so I'm sure that everything is gone. Yep. And twist this together again. And pre-solder that. Making sure that no funny things happening here. There we go. Now the other one. There we go. A little bit further. So now leave it as it is. A little better. Pre-soldered. I'll get this one off. My tweezers. Get this wet one away from here for a minute. So. Now then, come on. Come on. Okay, there it goes. Get that one out. Now then, come on. Yes, there he is. Now, we remove that. And so we feed this through. There we go. There we go. Yeah, that's it. Let's get this one. Get this one on first. I cut them a little bit. It's a bit long. That one is a bit long. If it's too long, you probably have to get it short, and you don't want that. A bit of solder to make sure that it flows properly. There we go. Oh man, I can't see properly. That's my problem. But I can't see properly. Let's do this all the way. Got him! Look at that, ground on that point. There we go. See if it is sitting tight. Yeah. Let's put it back, okay? Come on then. Do me so difficult. There we go. Put the switch in. There you go. See if we have this properly here. Oh, it's loose again. Try to be funny. It's loose again, believe it or not. Oh well, I'll get you. Don't worry. Yeah. Gee. It's a pain if you can't see properly. Let's have a look. Can solder it down. Everything is blurry, so you can see, well, you get some proper glasses or something like that. We'll have again something for a year or so, and then we're back to square one. So it won't work. Still haven't them on, believe it or not. Okay. Now you will. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. There's a fine tip on this soldering iron, and it gives not enough heat to get that properly done. I don't know. We do it again. And now this time it should be on. Yep, there it is. Now then, push it back again. Get them all. Get hold of them. Bend them a little. That's it. Well guys, as you see, it is sometimes difficult. It always is difficult, normally. You have to have some patience. Well, I said that before, so if you don't have patience, well, you're not going to get very far. So, I'm nearly done, except one more. Okay, try you what, I can put those little screws in again. Where are they? Oh, there. Just get them in first, so we have some stability there. That's one. Go on the bottom. And normally I don't work on off camera because the video will be so excessive long, and you have a lot of cutting work to do. My time actually is limited when I'm working on radio, so I have to take care of my wife because she's ill, and it takes a lot of time, so I have to actually time this all to do this. That's why is the reason why sometimes a video takes that long before it gets on the net. So that was the last time it was with this radio as well. You have to wait quite a time, so I've then decided to put in that antenna part, because I want you to know what is going on. So, and that takes all time, of course. And I'm just going to tie that together again. I see something more I can tie up, so I will do that. I didn't do that years ago, because come on, this is good practice, you know, to tie wires together. A, it looks better, and B, your connections are more secure. So if you want a loose wire like this here, or that one here for that matter, I'm going to put that together here, because you see here this leveling point. You can tear this loose, so if I connect it up and tie it together, you won't have that. And that's the reason why I use those things. Because in the past I had some bad experiences because of that, and then just came up with that solution. So there's nothing new, of course, but there again, it's nice if you do it. It looks better. But on the other hand, your wires are more secure. It takes a bit more time, of course, but and there again, you have the advantages, as I said. Okay, see that this doesn't go anywhere, so there we go. So my handle of my pliers is also gone. This is about, let's have a look, when I bought this, I was very young then. For 1967, I think. What was that? No, 64, 65. I bought this pliers. That was 11 guilders 95, and that was very expensive. And actually, it was my wages, my week wages was that what this thing costs. So. But still, after all those years, the thing is still functioning properly. So only what I have here is my isolation of the handle is gone, so I have to replace this. That's all. After so many years, that's good tool, this one. Anyway, so get this, cut this up a bit. So now then. Yeah, if you buy tools, make sure you buy expensive tools, and if you buy expensive tools, you are in business for years. And if you buy cheap tools, well, you have to suffer the consequences. That's my experience. That's it, chaps. This is the last one. And then I'll shut down for a minute. Now I'll have to get something to eat. Yes, that has to be done as well. Oké, zo geloof ik even zo. Yeah, just got it. Anyway, like I said, I go and get myself something to eat, and I will proceed with our little transceiver. Oh yeah, I have to fit that in there. So I'll get this right. I think it is important to do it. Make sure your wires are secure. Keeps you out of trouble. Another one. Those rip ties are very nice for this kind of thing. And you can overdo it if you put the wires together for a surprise. If you put the wrong wires together, you're in for a surprise. So you have to actually know what you're doing, okay? There you go. I'll get one on there as well. I'm still at it. You just as well do that. Alright. Like I said, it is good practice. You make your construction more secure if you do it. And it looks nice if somebody opens them up. You always want to give them an impression that you've done the job properly. At least that is mine. My explanation for it. So there you go, guys. You can see our amplifier is in. You can see here our little VR. So the next thing what we're going to do is power the thing up and get this aligned. See if we get the proper tone out of it. It can be distorted. A friend of mine had to go at the end stage years ago here, and he realigned it, connected it all up because there was something not right. I don't know what he was on about anyway. I can't remember, it's too long ago. And he said he could improve that end stage anyway. I forgot what he meant. So anyway, all those beats in here, he put a couple of beats more in, so to get the signal more clear. And that little VR was on the end here. He removed that as well. So the only thing that could be is that we have to readjust this little VR here, so that it's not distorted. I don't know if it will be distorted, let's put it that way. So anyway, we'll put those knobs on, and we see that later on. We'll have a go with it, and hopefully we can make a QSO with it. That's what this is all about, isn't it? See if somebody's on the band. That's another point. If somebody's on the band, you have to know, well, the conditions were right the whole time. Mind you, I'm in an apartment here, and I told that before, I think. This is like a Faraday cage, and there's nothing you can do. If you want to have something on the broadcast band, you can forget it. There's nothing, and the peep comes round. So that's why I showed you in the previous video that little loop that I made for the broadcast band. And that it works also with an amplifier to make sure that the thing works. So, oh, I forgot something here. See how easy that is done? You forget something. So we get this on here again. So have to resolder that. Oh, come on then. Hold on. I don't like this tip from this soldering iron. It provides you with the little heat to get that soldered properly. So it's actually meant for print. If you make a print and you have too much heat, then it will come away from the print. If you know that probably, but that's on. Okay, that's it. That's off. So, gentlemen, there it is. And now I'm going to have some bite to eat, and I will come back and carry on together, and then we will see if our baby will work or not. Okay? I'll see you later. Hi guys, welcome back again. Well, there's a couple of days are gone already, so I was intending to finish this up very quickly. But anyway, there's nothing I can do about it, so something comes in between, and you have to do those things. Anyway, I had a go at our transceiver. As you know, I finished it all up, so I adjusted everything here so that it should work. There is something coming out of it, yes. Our amplifier is working, but we don't have that 1 amp power supply here. Should the minimum power should be 1 amp. So I came up with about 300, I suppose, 300 milliamps. So that indicates that this is not fully in working order. Then I did some measurements on the little transistors here. One of them was correct, one of them was too low. It was 1/10 of a volt, actually of 1 volt, should be actually 10 volts. And what I also measured on the emitter here, from this transistor here, I measured the full voltage. That only can mean that the resistor that goes down to ground, that he's open. So that I think is what's going on here. So what I have to do next is to get all the wiring off again, get this transistor loose again, get the bolts open and lift the print off, and check that resistor is of course underneath, because of and I suspect that that resistor is open. So, and that's the reason why we don't get the full power on this transistor. So well, as you know, this video is quite long already because of my doings on the apparatus. So what I will do now is shut this part down and carry on with the next part, and I'll come back to you, and I have to decide if I will put it on camera or not. Again, I want not to have too many long videos. Some people stop watching it if I do that, and no. Anyway, I'm babbling quite a lot, so not everybody is pleased with that. So, well, everybody is different. Anyway, the best intentions from my side. So anyway, I will check this resistor. I will check everything off, and hopefully we come up with a solution. I know for sure the amplifier is working, but I can't really tell how far and how far this goes. See, there's little adjustments you have to do here to get maximum power. Well, it is even it's saddening if you see what's happening. So anyway guys, enough boring chat. I will shut this part down, and I will come back to you in the next part. Alright, I will wish you all the best, and I'll see you then.